and gentlemen, please welcome the highest-ranking woman in U.S. history, House Democratic Leader Nancy Pelosi.
How wonderful it will be very soon to relinquish the title of highest-ranking woman in politics in America. Father Alexander, Mr. Ambassador, my colleagues from the Congress, Dina Titus, Chris Van Hollen, Congressman Sarbanes, I know Nita Lowey was here, Congressman Bilirakis, and Senator Blumenthal. It's an honor for me to be here with all of you and with my colleagues from Congress. We had quite a day today passing the budget bill, so I thank them for all their help. When I was, I said Dina first. Dina Titus, I said her first. From Nevada, yeah. I'm so happy to be here with my dear friend who introduced me to the idea of OHI, George Marcus. George Marcus from California. and my friend Jim Chanos, who has honored us with on so many occasions in New York. But all of you. You know, I watched these films about OHI and the historical film, the compilation of comments about the Greeks at the time of World War II. And I look around this room and I think, it's no wonder that the Manitas family has decided to introduce us to this idea of OHI. Because the courage of your ancestors, grandparents, whatever it may be, is something that you still have and that you recognize in others. So for the Greek community, I remember the first time I came, and George told me about it, but Dennis Mihiel was showing me pictures of his own father in uniform at the time of World War II. And the Manitases, they have just been the doorway to so many wonderful things in our country, in our society, and in our values. I knew Mike Manitas, which was Andy's father, who was Andy's father when I was an intern on Capitol Hill, and he was in the Lyndon Johnson, John F. Kennedy administration. So their history is a great one about America and about patriotism and about courage and about freedom. I call them the All-American family. Well, and they love to be the All-American Greek-American family. So thank you. Thank you so much, Andy. So you have invited so many others of us to recognize courage. It's so fitting that the Institute of Peace is the place to celebrate the audacious courage of Greeks who helped win peace during World War II. Thanks to the Washington OHI Day, I've got to get that X out of my life, the OHI Day Foundation for giving us the opportunity to recognize champions for freedom and heroes who embody the courage shown by the Greek people around October 28th, 1940. 75 years ago today, Greeks, the people who invented democracy, defended freedom. With one word, OHI, the Greek people confronted Axis forces and created a legacy that survives in the tenacious freedom fighters we honor tonight. But you know all of that. I just love to relish in it because it's such a remarkable inspiration. That spirit endures in the actions of tonight's honorees. While living near Gestapo headquarters in Nazi-occupied Athens, Princess Alice risked her life to shelter a Jewish family. Although it would have been safer to look away, Princess Alice said, OHI. After ISIS attacked his village and kidnapped Yazidi women and girls, Khalid al-Daki started an underground rescue operation to reunite families. Although it would have been safer to stay silent, Khalid said, OHI. Like the Greek women during World War II who rose up in the Battle of Crete, Layla Yunus rose up against a mighty state to protect families forced to flee their homes and communities in Baku. Although it would have been easier to accept the status quo, Layla Yunus said, Ohi. Layla Yunus, the director of the Institute of Peace and Democracy, reminds us how we live our values matters. We are delighted to be joined by her daughter, Dinara, tonight. And as we speak, Layla and her husband, Arif Yunus, remain imprisoned in Azerbaijani jail. From jail, Layla wrote a letter entitled Pyrrhic Victory, where she told her captors that you can never break our faith. Ohi, you can never break her faith. Ohi, she writes. Ohi, we won't succumb to fear. Ohi, we will not abandon our ideals, our values, our hope for a better world. Thank you all for exemplifying the boundless courage in support of freedom and democracy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, over and over again. We know that throughout the political world, political dissidents tell us that have escaped those situations that one of the most excruciating forms of torture that their prisoners have, their oppressors exact on them is to tell them that nobody remembers them, even knows that they're still in prison, and why they were imprisoned in the first place. The Ohi Foundation is changing a lot of that. Now for more on our particular honoree that I have the pleasure of awarding, Layla Yunus, you will hear from a global icon who raises his voice to inspire change and inspire hope and inspire freedom around the world. A man who has been such a strong voice in making sure that Layla Yunus is not forgotten. Bono.